Oh, I gotta do my own intros now? Right, how does that go? Welcome back to the channel. You may have heard there's not going to be any Ruby this year, but that doesn't mean I'm going to deprive you guys of reactions. We're starting a new series today, watching Cowboy Bebop, a show that I watched back in, like, the really early 2000s, and that Maxwell hasn't seen at all.
Because I was not born, I did not exist.
Yes, true. Do you want to introduce yourself? Introduce your channel?
Oh yeah, I'm Maxwell, Maxwell Media Inc., and I do media commentary and stuff on my channel, so yay.
Yes. And all of the even-numbered episodes are going to go up on Maxwell's channel, so you can subscribe. Links in the description. It'll probably be in the top right, too, at the end card as well. Let's get into episode 1 of Cowboy Bebop. 3, 2, 1, play.
This looks really sad.
Oh, yeah. This is a very vibes anime.
Interesting. Rose in the water. Oh, guns. Okay, someone's getting shot up.
Yeah.
Ooh, gang gang. Wow. Oh no. Okay, that just kind of came out. That kind of scared me.
This is one of the best intro songs that I can think of.
By the way, for anybody watching this, I've never seen this before, so I'm gonna be asking a lot of questions. But try not to like give me the answers in the comments. I do want to experience it, but 9 times out of 10, I'm probably gonna stay out of the comments so I don't get spoiled.
Oh yeah, true. That happens in reaction videos a lot. You'll ask some hypothetical question and people will actually answer it.
Yeah, I've been guilty of that too. So like, I get it, but like, I don't want to be spoiled for this.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it'll just be speculation. Mm-hmm.
Is that a harmonica?
Oh yeah. This show has some of the best music that I've ever heard in it. Yoko Kanno did the soundtrack. And this is all done on cells. It's great to have like that classic like authentic kind of film grain look.
Oof.
Everything nowadays looks so clean.
Yeah, it does look kind of oldish.
Special bell peppers and beef.
Oh, but not that old because they're in space.
Yeah.
There's no beef in here, so you wouldn't really call it bell peppers and beef, now would you?
Yes, I would.
Well, it's not!
It is when you're broke, all right?
Period. Love that broke noodles life.
Yes, ramen for life.
So are they like on the moon or what's going on here?
They're in space. Near Mars, unless I'm wrong.
Oh wow.
I think they're just
I did not expect this to be a space opera.
Oh yeah, this is some space travel sci-fi.
Was not expecting this at all.
Oh wow.
I thought it was really just like a cops and robbers sort of situation.
Well, it's kind of like bounty hunters and robbers.
Okay. The 90s was like really, the 90s was like, in terms of sci-fi and animation, like it was always like super imaginative and advanced, more so than today, in my opinion. So I'm actually kind of really excited for this.
Oh, I'm glad. That's just a space station on an asteroid.
This again, son of a bitch. Taking my money like that.
So there are like human beings on other planets.
Yeah. This is like post-space colonization.
Okay.
We all dug that gate together, and you know it.
That we did.
It must be nice to go somewhere else after global warming destroys your planet.
True.
You know.
We gotta get those Bezos rockets.
Gotta get them going. Okay, we have our beautiful anime woman. They're in space, but they have normal looking guns. Okay.
True.
Their guns look pretty regular.
Yeah. I don't remember if we ever see any sort of like futuristic looking weaponry. It's been so long since I've seen this. But yeah, there's a lot of very classic Earth technology.
Oh wow, his eyes look bad. You need some eye drops there, buddy.
Yeah. Get the emergency Visine.
This is This is like Cartoon Network after like 12 a.m. vibes. It's like rated M for mature. Was not expecting that. I mean, I guess I should have put it together when I saw the titties.
Yeah, true. You know.
But like regular anime has stuff. My Hero Academia has titties, and you know, kids watch that.
Yeah. Anime has different, like standards than like Western shows.
Okay, true.
You can show some boobs, adjacent
me, what made
stuff.
me go like, ooh, was like the graphic bullet in the head. I was like, oh, okay, this is what we're doing.
Yeah, lot of violence. This was definitely like that, like late night Cartoon Network. I think it was a precursor to Adult Swim, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, this would probably come out right after the Boondocks.
Yes.
The swimming bird will meet a woman. The bird will be hunted by this woman. And then death.
So it's a woman being hunted by a woman.
No, like bird. No, swimming bird is Spike.
You take women too lightly, my friend.
On the contrary. Catch you later.
Take women too lightly. Period. You went on another planet. Bathrooms are disgusting.
Well, I mean, that's just part of human nature.
It's better to just leave the water running, so you don't clog the drain.
Not sure how to feel about this, like, MC right now. He seems kind of just, like, too cool for school. But yeah, he just seems like really, like, I'm cool, and I don't really, I don't really need nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's a pretty good takeaway for this first episode.
And she just bumped into this man.
Dropping groceries.
To be honest,
Excuse me.
the like men don't really help women with like groceries or like walking them to their car unless they're trying to like date them or like sleep with them. I don't know.
I guess. I think if you bump into somebody and you steal from then I think that's a different story.
I don't know. I've never seen it genuine. I've always like with my friends, I've always just seen it like, I helped her to her car and I got her number. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah. No, I get that. I've seen people act like that.
I can't tell when you're joking and when you're not.
And I mean, I'm sure with the direction that this is going to be like a love interest situation. Or at least that's what this looks like.
It must be a great place to live.
Sure, if you're rich.
We'll see.
Then I'm sure we will be quite happy.
Planning to escape to Mars, huh?
Who are you?
I'm just an old-fashioned cowboy.
You're a bounty hunter.
Oh, this is who he's hunting. Okay. Kind of slow here.
Now who's the small fry?
Oh, is he choking to death?
Let him go!
Oh yeah, he was being choked.
Yeah. There's our too cool for school main character.
Spicy.
Getting strangled.
I mean, that was fun. I enjoyed that. We love men getting choked. No choice but to stand. This is a Tarzan.
Yeah. Already best anime ever.
Having ourselves a little nap, huh?
I had a sweet dream.
You can go right ahead and finish your dream back on the Bebop.
Oh, that's what the ship is called?
Mm-hmm.
When Asimov left his syndicate, he snuck some stuff out with him. Serious brew.
Try, you can just get up like a regular person. You don't have to do all of that.
But then how would you know how cool he is?
Oh wow, this is like space traffic.
Yeah, for real. By the way, I know everybody watching can already tell, but we're watching the dub because it is a fantastic dub.
I prefer dubs because and you everybody you can completely judge me. I've accepted this. I hate to read. I don't like reading when I watch TV. So I'll play the dub even if it's bad.
Yeah,
I'll play it.
the same here. There are some awful dubs, but like reading is yeah.
It's worth. I don't know. Like, I'll read like when I have to. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not dumb. I'm not illiterate. But when I don't know. Especially because like when if I look away for a second to look at my phone and look back, I missed something then I gotta go back. It's like, child, let me just do something I can understand.
Yeah. Multitasking.
Now hand it over.
I have to pay you back, don't I?
Wow, what is that? We love that spit animation.
Yeah. It's so good.
Oh my god, that's actually really cool.
Yeah. All done on cells. Like, it's just so impressive. Yeah.
Blood. Ooh. And she's like, who do I shoot? She pregnant?
Nope. Not a well-kept secret.
A non-kept secret.
How you doing?
Is that a robot hand?
Yeah, he does have one.
Oh wow, it's a robot.
Not to spoil anything.
Stop it, please! That stuff is going to kill you! No!
So he did all of this for some eye drops?
Visine.
I guess. He did all of this for some eye drops. Like, okay. So is he like the father of the baby, or is that too much to ask?
She was smuggling the rest of the eye drops in her belly. That's not a real pregnancy.
Oh. Okay. I thought she was like pregnant. Okay, so now she's died. Oh, I see now because they're all falling out of her. Okay, great.
Yeah. There was a scene earlier on when she got like shot and then like if they started to like spill out.
I guess she's dead now because she's in the vacuum of space.
Hard to survive that, yeah.
I thought she was gonna be like, a love interest.
Special bell peppers and beef.
Oh. Okay. He got like 5% less hot because cigarettes smell disgusting.
Non-smokers.
So that was the first episode.
Yeah.
Did we just have after credit scenes?
I don't think so.
Okay, then.
I think the only thing that's after the credits is it's the next episode thing. It's like on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z or Cowboy Bebop or any show we're watching.
So, how did you feel rewatching this first episode?
That was good for me. I knew that I know this show is like episodic, and having you here like just completely blind and thinking it's introducing characters that are going to be, like recurring besides for like, the main two bounty hunters was an interesting experience. They'll have different bounties, they'll have different like, week to week plot lines. Of course, there are like overarching elements, but the general like gist of every story is going to be its own episode.
So it's like, would you call this like an anthology series, where like every episode is something new?
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very monster of the weekish. Okay.
Yeah. It is. It's a monster of the week kind of story, but the real monster is man.
Oof. Okay.
Yeah. You'll like pick up on the elements that recur. It's a vibes show,
Okay.
Yeah.
Because it was very much like giving me like, okay, she walks in and she's this cool girl with a gun, and I'm like, okay, well, looks like she's gonna be like either like an antagonist, like a little love interest, something for it's so funny, I don't even know this guy's name, but for this main character to like bounce off of, I guess. But it was kind of like, no, she's kind of a criminal, and she dies. Moving on.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure what that other guy wanted. Like, he just wanted the eye drops for his eyes.
Oh, those eye drops were like super powerful drugs
Oh.
that increase his reflexes. You can see during the bar fight scene, his vision is like completely red, and you can actually see him like dodge a bullet at one point.
Okay. So they just made him like super powerful.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. Makes more sense why he was, doing crime for them. And then I guess she was just like his partner that was helping him out, the Bonnie to his Clyde.
Yeah. She definitely wanted to escape this life of crime with him.
Okay.
But he, he's in too deep. He can't get out.
Yeah, okay. I'm seeing the picture now,
Yeah.
They were like, we're gonna run away together, and we're gonna be, out on the fields raising children. That's what she thought. But he was like, nope, I'm gonna have all the money and all the power, and I'm gonna keep going and not really get out. Okay, it makes more sense. And then the main character is just like a bounty hunter, and every episode he's like chasing new criminals. Okay, makes sense. Okay, that's an okay premise.
Yeah.
I honestly don't really feel connected to the main character because I don't really know anything about him outside of the fact that like he's in law enforcement, which not too fond of them. Not too fond of them. But outside of that, I don't really know much about him except, he dresses good. He's a good fighter. He smokes cigarettes, which makes him, kind of ugly to me.
Yeah.
And he has nice hair. That's kind of like everything I can really say about him. And then he's kind of like really smooth. I will give him that. He is a smooth talker.
Yeah. I don't want to say too much because like you'll get it as the show goes on, but you got the right feeling from him. You got it. Like, this show has influenced your feelings in the way that is to be expected.
Okay. I feel bad because, like, I've heard so much about this series and I heard so much about how this character is a great character, but, like, first episode, I'm just kind of like, I don't really care about him right now. I don't know.
I mean, okay, I know more about him, and I think that you're on the right track to get the intended experience.
Okay. Because I feel like I was supposed to watch this episode and then, like, fall madly in love with him, but, like, that just didn't happen.
Yeah, no, he's not that kind of a great character. Like, I know there are a bunch of anime where you can just see a character and you just immediately gravitate towards them.
Well, you can immediately hate them like Kirito.
Sure, yes. By like watching this episode and not quite getting his deal, I think you're on the right track. All the things you said about him, like his looks, his smoothness, his kind of like nonchalance, that's all.
This is what I will say positive about him. I do like. Then this is what I sense about him. Or tell me if I'm wrong. He's the kind of motherfucker. He's the kind of person who likes to piss people off, and like I like that about characters when characters are just like really nonchalant and chill, while somebody else is like really angry. Because like I don't know, just some the part of me that likes to like make people mad likes that about him. So I appreciate that about his character.
Yeah. Okay. There's definitely stuff here for Spike.
That's his name.
Yeah. Spike Spiegel.
Okay.
And Jet Black has the robot arm.
Okay. And he's kind of like, I was going to call him a sidekick, but he seems more like a mentorish kind of guy.
Okay.
Like he seems like, okay, I'm going to teach you how to be a space cowboy bounty hunter.
I don't want to get into stuff that I know from watching more episodes.
This is just all me like speculating like based off of that first episode. So
yeah.
I'm not like asking.
And I'm just sitting here. I'm like, well, yeah. The first viewing experience, the completely blind viewing experience, is always so interesting to me. I don't have that luxury. Mine was way back in the day, but it's so cool put together like all of the things about this episode that would lead you to like feel the way you do.
Mm-hmm. You really kind of gushed about like the animation style, and that could just be a product of like you growing up with that animation style and me not. But I feel like for me, it just like I didn't really feel one way or another about it. I mean, the animation looked good; it was really good. Like I was talking about earlier, the fight animation, the blood, the sweat, like all of that was like really good, and like obviously the choreography. But I don't know, I didn't really feel one way or another in terms of like the way it was animated because to me all that really did was like it looks older, which it is, so I guess that's valid, but I don't know,
Oh, sure.
you know.
And also that has a lot to do with, like I came up with it, like
Yeah.
my first anime was like Dragon Ball Z back in 94, 95. I was like really young when I started watching that.
Oof.
Coming on to, Cowboy Bebop and seeing a show that looked this good, that had this like level of animation, especially in the fight scenes, like these martial arts fight scenes where we're like watching the feet move, and it's just like, that's so much effort to do. And it's also, I just enjoy the actual like old timiness of it. Like saying like the late 90s is old timey.
I mean, to me, it's old time. That didn't exist at the time, so I guess it's valid. That's really, really valid.
Yeah, like just the leap that you got going from like, late 90s, early 2000s to like late 2000s, early 2010s. It's like, you can look at shows and you get these like smooth, crystal clear lines, and you can get really subtle animations because it's done, like mostly digitally. And this is just like every one of these images is like a cell layer. Like I'm looking at like the end when he's like panting and he's got his like big old bug eyes and his face is all like wrinkly and he's like all contorted and stuff. There's so much detail in that face.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
As someone who took one semester of animation class in high school, animation, like, even on the basic level, is like it's extremely difficult. Like I think one assignment I had was like, make this ball move from one side of the screen to the other. Took me like a month. It took me a month to get that. Like was not simple. It was fun. It was fun to do for sure, but it was definitely not something I would say is super easy.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't even say, like, fully digital animation is easy, but just, like, knowing that somebody drew all these lines, I don't know, it feels different.
It hits a little bit different. It does, for sure.
Yeah.
So, what year does this take place? I know what year it came up. What year in the universe does it take place?
That I don't know. I don't think they said it. Some future year. I'm gonna just Google it.
Because, like, it's like we're in the future, but it's also like we're driving like 90s cars, shooting regular guns.
Yeah.
The 90s fashion is very much in play. We have all this like great technology, or like not really, but like yes.
Yeah. 2071.
27 child.
Yeah, I know. 50 years will be in Cowboy Bebop times.
Like in 2021, we are, and just comes like the normal everyday stuff we have, not the sci-fi stuff, but the normal everyday stuff, like out of the water. That man was using a payphone.
I know. My phone, like my old like Sony Xperia phone, is just like more than. Oh God, I'm looking at one of the early scenes where they have that like monitor thing.
90s sci-fi was so futuristic yet so 90s at the same time.
Yeah, it's such a product of its era. Like look at this thing. Look at this fucking like, it's like a big old like box, and then it's got this like holographic display that's like suspended between two like things. And it's just like, nah, that wouldn't be it. We have more advanced technology than that right now.
Yeah, it's not giving like futuristic times to me.
Yeah.
Because like, again, for my time, we're in 2021 now, but I'm sure at the time it seemed futuristic. But now it's like, imagine like when we're actually in 2071. And we were like, oh, Cowboy Bebop is like, and
yeah. Nobody even knows what a payphone is.
A payphone is an ancient relic used by humans to communicate with each other. Honestly, like payphones would be like, it would kind of be like Morse code.
Yeah, but then you got like spaceships and like whatever kind of like warp gate technology they're using to like transfer between their settlements.
Honestly, it's just kind of like expect the unexpected. Because I remember like in like the 1910s, like Russia had this like image of what they thought the 90s would be like. And they thought that we would be in a utopian society and we would all have our own spaceships and we would all have flying cars and we would, and it was like, wasn't that. It was definitely more advanced, but it wasn't that. So I don't know. Like, just expect the unexpected. I don't know what to expect. I don't even know if I'll be alive. I think 2071, I'll be 70, so maybe I'll make it, maybe I won't. We'll see.
We'll see. Fingers crossed, right?
Fingers crossed. I don't mind people that I don't want to get old. I don't mind getting old because I really just feel like once you hit a certain age, like everyone just kind of has to like do what you say. Like, I don't know. Like, when you're at a grocery store and the old man cuts me at the grocery store, I'm not going to cuss him out. He's an old man. Like, I don't know. Like, even if he's wrong, if I cuss him out, then I'm an asshole. So it's just like, you kind of just let him do whatever he wants.
I suppose.
But yeah, that's all I really had to say for episode 1. I guess I'll see y'all next time on my channel.
Yes, we will see you next time for the next episode. Subscribe to Maxwell's channel. The end card should be up right now, so you can just click that link. Goodbye. Also, you can go to my Patreon, I suppose.
Yeah.
That would be nice, too. I keep forgetting to plug that. There's actual content up there. I know my channel's dead, but there's still stuff on my Patreon.